Hello there, and welcome to this tutorial where I will be explaining to you how to import plugins, and I'll also be showing you two very important, I personally think they're very important for beginners in Blender. So let's start, shall we? So the first thing that I want you to do is to go to these two websites, those two links right here. So these two links they're already provided in the description, as well as um, in the form that we will be or the guide, sorry, the guide that we will be that you will be given. So the first one is called CAD Transform. This is the plugin, the name of the plugin, and then the second one is called Cube Blocker. So you download these two plugins from the website, which is called Gumroad. If you're not familiar with Gumroad, Gumroad is a website where people offer their products or plugins, for instance, for free, or you're using donations. So if you want to donate and you get that, for example, product or plugin, you can. You can also download it for free. So yeah, you click on, here are the versions. So you click on the whichever version that you like. So this is the latest version of the CAD Transform. You can download this one as well, since this one is the beta. And then for Cube Blocker, you can just go with the 0152, which is the latest version. After you click download, you save the zip files in a folder, and you need to remember where you saved those zip files for the add-ons. Next up, you go to Blender, you open a new file, and then you navigate to the Edit tab in the top menu of the software. You click on Edit, and then you choose the Preferences option. Once you do so, you go to Add-ons right here, and then you'll be seeing this interface. So you have two things here. You have the official add-ons and then the community add-ons. Official add-ons are the ones that come with the software itself. Then community are the ones made by the community of Blender and not from the official Blender company. So what you do here is that you go to this install option, install an add-on, you click on it. This will be open, and then you navigate to the folder where you saved your zip files. So I'm going to be navigating to the folder. And here are the zip files. We have a bunch of add-ons right here. So we'll only be using Cube Blocker and CAD Transform. So you click on both add-ons, and then you install them. And once you do so, you go right here, go to Community, and then you can search for them, for say Cube Blocker. Then you have to enable it, because sometimes this tick is not enabled like that, so you have to enable it. And the same goes for the CAD Transform. Right there, it's already enabled, so if it's not, you need to enable it. Then you can close this window, and then you can start working. So we'll start with the Cube Blocker add-on. So the way that this add-on works is that when you go to add right here, and you want to add an object, usually without the use of this plugin, you do this. For instance, you want to add a cube, for instance, right? So let's delete this, and then you want to add a cube. This is what happens. Right? You have no control of the size of the cube and where it is being produced. So, but Cube Blocker provides additional functionalities to that. So what you can do is you can go, for instance, here, planar cube, right? So this will appear, and then you click, drag, then you stop clicking, and then you go up or down depending on how big you want the object to be, right? So you can go again, do something like this. So there you go. Now we have this shape right here. You can also do the same thing for other shapes as well. For instance, a sphere, do this, and then like this, right? And then when you want to stop using this plugin, you can just right-click, and then this will disappear. So this is how you use the Cube Blocker function. It's very useful, especially since the software doesn't really give you a lot of control on how to add objects like a cone, for instance, and then so it just produces this, and then you have to like scale it, rotate it, whatever, based on how you want the shape to look like and how big you want it or small you want it to be. But the Cube Blocker plugin allows you to have a lot of control over the shapes. You can also the Cube Blocker plugin also allows very easy blocking. So right here, for example, so you can just create blocks on top of blocks with each other. So something like this. As you can see, it's very useful, right? Unlike the normal way that you would add objects. Now we'll be moving on to the second plugin. This plugin is called CAD Transform. So the way that this works, unlike other plugins, you have to enable it from here. So the left toolbar right here, you click on it now that it's enabled, right? And then you click on the object. So before we do that, let's delete all the objects that we have here. Let's add a cube. Okay, there it is. And then we click CAD, click on the object, and then you click, as you can see here, we have the this tools right here, the tool option. You click on it, and then you will be displayed the bunch of tools that this plugin offers. So we'll be using these three basic tools right here: the move, the rotate, as well as the scale. So the way that this works is that you first have to choose the area in which you want to move or rotate or scale the object from this side right here, or you can also do it from here, so the right side or the top left side. So basically this option, for example, here means that you'll be choosing the vertices, so you'll be moving or applying operations on the vertices of the object, so the edges basically right here. So for instance, let's click on G. Okay, as you can see, there is a small circle that appears on the vertices, right? So when you click on this one, for example, you can start to move the object from that position. You can also press Alt, for instance, to have accurate measures, right? Of so 2x5, 3, 3x5, 4, and then move wherever you want. So the same thing applies for the rest of the places that you can choose from. So for example, right here, this option allows you to apply operations on the this line where the sides intersect. Okay, so let's try rotating, for example. So we click on the object and then we press R. See that line over there? So we just click. Now we do this. So that line stays stationary while the rest of the object moves. So normally if you want like to move the object, for instance, without the use of this add-on, you do this, then you would start to move it like this. So it's not very accurate. Same thing goes for like rotating. So this plugin allows you to easily be able to transform, rotate, scale, as well as move the object very freely and accurately. So the last thing I want to do is the scaling. So let's go to CAD again, enable it, and let's choose the vertices right here. So we can just press S for scale. You press S and you choose one vertex and the second one. So you have to choose two because you want the program must know which side do you want to scale. Right, so let's do this one, for instance. Now watch what happens. So this side is stationary, while you can move and stretch the object very accurately. You can just use Alt here as well to accurate measures. So this is 200%, have 100% over here, and so on. So yeah, unlike the normal way, it's not very accurate. It doesn't also allow you to freely be able to choose which part or which area you want to apply the scale operation from. So this add-on basically provides very easy use of those features. Okay, thank you very much for watching. That will be the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something today. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching.